Afternoon, everyone. My name is Colin and I work with the Business Gateway Research Service. I'm also joined today with my colleague Andy Duggan. Myself and Andy work in the research team, and we've been invited along today as part of the Scottish Business Week to give you a presentation on our services and how carrying out accurate research can be beneficial to your business. I'm hoping some of the people on the call today have already used the research service in the past, but for those of you who haven't, I'm hoping after today you'll certainly use us in the future. We'll just click into the presentation. I'll just switch my camera off so I can concentrate on the screen. Okay. So in this presentation, we're going to cover the importance of researching market and company information and how the research service can help you do that. Then I'll pass you over to Andy, who's going to go over some case studies and how we've helped businesses in the past. Andy will then explain the best ways to contact us and access the service. We will then finish with any questions you may have, so if you can keep them until the end, that would be great. But if you feel you need to pop some questions into the pop-up box, you can do so as we go along, but we'll address them all at the end. So why would you research markets? Well, sourcing accurate market information can help you to spot opportunities and make informed strategic decisions for your business. It could potentially help you with identifying the right market for your product or service. It could help you validate a hunch that you may have. It could also provide you with reliable data to include in a pitch for potential investment, or it could help you adapt your product or service to any changes that may be affecting the market at that time. Okay, so how can the research help? Well, first you can find further information on the research service on the Business Gateway website. We can also email you infographics, including a guide to our service, along with a resource guide to the databases we subscribe to and the information that can be sourced from them. Moving on to the team, we have 25 expert researchers who have access to several market-leading databases, and we can support your business plans or needs. Please note, due to our certain distribution agreements that we have with our database providers, we unfortunately can't forward complete market reports. However, we can tailor the content of any report to suit your specific needs. This could include certain categories of a market report, such as an executive summary, the market size, key players, or future forecasts and trends, just to name a few. Moving on to property searching. Well, we understand that one of the most important decisions for a new startup company is to find the right property for their business. We have access to a leading commercial property database, which can help provide you with a list of available properties. So whether you're looking for a retail shop, an office, or an industrial unit, just supply us with as much information as possible, such as your preferred location, what the size, range, and square feet might be, and again, the type of property that you're looking for, whether it be office, retail, or an industrial unit. Also, you could indicate whether you want to possibly rent or buy that property. This will help narrow down the search. Moving on to Business Gateway Market Insight reports. You can also view and download a wide range of these Market Insight reports from the Business Gateway website. At the last count, I think there are approximately 109 snapshot reports on all types of business ideas listed from A to Z. Each report offers you relevant information, along with information, stats and facts on your chosen field. You will also find relevant titles of market reports that can be requested from our subscription databases. Finally, out with our subscription databases, we are able to supply you with other useful information and statistics from reliable public domain resources. This could include the Scottish Government website, the National Library of Scotland, the Trade Associations Directory, and the Bank of Scotland International Trade Portal. Moving on to why would you want to research for companies? Well, it could help you source new customers, suppliers or partners in the UK or other countries around the world. It could also help you benchmark your business against competitors. And finally, it could help you carry out your own due diligence on new customers and identify risk suppliers with a low credit rating. Okay, so how can we help research company information for you? Well, we can provide you with necessary company and credit reports to help you carry out your own due diligence on potential customers and competitors from the UK and around the world by using subscription databases such as Orbis and Equifax. All you need to do is provide us with a company name, their registration number if you have it, and any other contact details you have, such as their business address or website, and we will do the rest. We can also help create company lists for you by accessing some of our specialised UK and global databases. These company lists can help you pinpoint competitors, suppliers, and potential customers. Again, if you could supply us with as much information as possible, this will help us narrow down the list for you and keep you within the limit agreement that we have with the database provider. Examples of additional information that you could provide us with could include the type of companies you're looking to target. For example, it could be companies involved in the construction or the food and drink industry. We can also search for companies by their specific standard industrial classification code. If you don't have this, we can supply you with a list to help you target the companies in a specific sector. Other information you could provide us with to help you narrow down your search could include location, country or region. You may also want to target companies of a certain size, and we can search by employee numbers, and we can also search companies by financial turnover. All this additional information can help us tailor the company list to your specific needs. So why use the research service? Well, most importantly, it's free. We appreciate that not every company, especially a startup business, has the budget to carry out its own research. So why not contact us to see if we can help you? You have unlimited access to use our service, but please remember the certain distribution agreements that we have with our database providers, which I've already mentioned. I'm now going to hand you over to Andy, who's now going to go over some case studies and how we've helped companies in the past.
Right, thanks, Colin. So I'm just going to run through a couple of real-life examples of how we've helped some companies and kind of information they were looking for and what we did for them, so you can see how it works. So the first one is this snack company that the client came to us wanting to find out what the potential demand and market size was for their new product, which was an innovative new bake-at-home and gluten-free cracker. So it was quite a niche market that they were aiming for. So they were looking for what we could provide to support their business case. So we had a look at our databases and we were able to provide them with some market report extracts on baking mixes, some information on consumer snacking behaviors and trends so they could see what customers were looking for in products, some information on free from and fortified food market and brand information so they could see what companies were already working in that market and how the market was projected to grow. And we also supplied them with some information on packaging trends and innovations in packaging to help them target their customers. So that was giving them information on what was working in terms of packaging and attracting new customers. So we can see from the company owner there who said it's a great way of accessing information that is tailored to the request and saves time wading through otherwise expensively purchased data. It is a massive cost saver all round, and this is really important and valued by startups and small businesses. So I think that's the point that Colin was making earlier, that obviously running your own business is quite time consuming and you've got a lot on your plate. So one thing we can do is take away some of the strain by helping you with the research, because we've got experienced and very talented researchers, so we can help you out with that. So we can move on to the next one, Colin.
Yep.
Okay, so the second case study is someone who had a sustainable floristry business. So the owner of the business was looking to develop and grow their business after they came down out of the lockdowns with COVID and the pandemic. So they wanted to understand the size of the market and their potential customer base and how they might be able to grow and expand their business. So again, we provided some market report extracts from our databases on sustainable forestry, covering things like market size and growth projections. We also provided some customer attitude insights to give a better idea of what potential customers might be looking for with sustainable forestry. We also used our company databases to provide a list of competitors so they could see who they were up against in their local area. And we also provided details on these customers so they could see what kind of size of business they were, where they were operating, and then they could compare themselves and their own offerings against their competition. And again, we've got another quote from the business which said, "As my business specializes in sustainable forestry, your information statistics have been paramount in the day-to-day business making. I cannot thank you enough for your time and expertise." So again, it's just about us taking out the strain of doing the market research and leaving you to concentrate on the nuts and bolts of running it, and we can get you access to useful information. So what do we need from you? So I think the most important thing is to provide context to your inquiry. So this can include including a bit of background about your company and why you need the information. Maybe you're going to be using it for a business plan, preparing an investment deck. Maybe you're looking to start exporting, or maybe it's just a new business that you want to start up and you want to know if it's going to be viable. Or maybe you're just wanting to expand and grow your current business. This just helps us to provide the most useful information and target the information that will suit your needs, and give you the kind of most useful information that will be good for you. The other thing is to explain what you already know. So if you've already done some research yourself and you've already found some sources, just let us know what they are so we're not duplicating any information. And also, if you say looking for competitors or something like that and you already know some of them, you can tell us who they are so we can use that to kind of expand the search and find other ones that you might not have been able to find yourself. And the last one is to explain any jargon as well. So if there are any technical terms that's used in your industry or any acronyms, then please let us know. And also any alternative terms, because sometimes in different countries they can use different terminology for products or processes, just to make sure we don't miss anything and we cover all the bases. That's really useful for us. So yeah, that's what we need from you basically. So contacting us, you can contact us by phone or via the email address research@scotend.co.uk or through the Business Gateway website. Our standard turnaround time for inquiries is 5 working days. If you do have quite a complex inquiry, you can always request that one of the researchers give you a call to discuss it, and we're always happy to do that.
Yeah, I think it's also important to point out as well that if you're working with a Business Gateway advisor, then they can forward your research quest through to us through our CRM system as well. Yeah. Okay, I think that's us finished that part. Does anybody have any questions? Or has there been anybody been put into the pop-up box, Andy?
There's nothing in the chat. But
right, we'll just...
has anybody got any questions?
No.
Right, I think if no one's got any questions, that's...
Yeah, I don't know if Esther's there to finish off, or I think she was only on for the first 10 minutes. Well, No, that's what we're here for, to promote the service, and hopefully now, as I say, you can, if you haven't used the research service before in the past, you can use it in the future. If there's no other questions, then enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.
Thank you.